Hi, so what we're going to do today is look at stem and leaf diagrams, which are a statistical diagram. Basically what they allow us to do is arrange sets of data in a much more convenient to read manner. And the way we do that, and the way they're called stem and leaf diagrams, is because they have a stem, the central column, and then the leaves, which are the branches essentially of the stems. And what they look like is generally you will split the numbers up into their final digit and then anything else on the left hand side. Okay? And we need to make sure we have them perfectly drawn because there's a few specific things which you should note. And what I'm going to do is for this example, I'll sketch it and then I'll explain what I've done. This is the ages of members of a club if a survey was taken. Okay? So, what I've done for that ages of members of the club is I have taken the final digits, separated them from the tens, so it's in tens for this one. I've written them in a column, so we've got 23 all the way up to 52. So we can see within two lines, we've got 2, 3, 4 and 5. And then after each line is each individual set of data. So it starts, all the 20s are 23, 25, 26, 28. So I've split them up. 23, 25, 26, 28. Same for the next ones, 30, 32, 35, 37, 39, 40, 41, 41, 43, 49, and 50 and 52. N stands for the total number that there are. So there's 16 bits of data. So I've written that in just to make that clear. And then so we understand what it means, what I've done is I've written a key, which you might see on a map, so it explains what you're seeing. The whole point of this is to make you understand what the line stands for. If I hadn't shown you this bits of data, how would you know that that 2 and that 3 means 23? It could mean 2.3. So you need to show that that line stands for the split between tens and units. Okay? So if you can see here in the next question, it's going to be heights of pupils in S2 again. I'm going to have to show a key that makes me understand, if I only saw the stem and leaf diagram, what I actually mean by the stem and leaf diagram. So again, what I've put into the stem part of the diagram is the hundreds and the tens. So the 12s, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, all up to 1, 8. And then in the leaf part of the diagram, I've put the units. And then I've made sure that I've said that the total number is 15 and that the 12/4 stands for 124, so you don't get confused and think that stands for something else like 12.4. Okay? So I'm going to do the same thing for example 3, but there's two sets of data. Now, you might think I'm going to have to draw two stem and leaf diagrams, but I'm not. I'm going to draw one stem and leaf diagram called a back-to-back stem and leaf diagram, and then I'm going to make sure you understand how to put in the points. Okay, you see on the left hand side there's this whole lot of space. Okay, so that allows me to compare sets of data in a stem and leaf diagram, which is really the most useful part of this. So there for Jack's swimming times, I am having to read and do it in reverse, so left to right, or sorry, right to left, but hopefully you can see what I mean, that 21 and that 9 stands for 21.9, 22 and the 0 stands for 22.0, 22 and the 5 stands for 22.5, and then I've got the n equals 10 at the bottom, and then I will do the key at the end, once I've done J's times. So there again, I put in J's times, so we've got 22.5, so there's two of them, then there's 23.0, 23.1, 23.4, all the way up to 25.1. It's not that neat, that's because I'm not doing it on paper with a ruler, so yours should be near. And I put the n times and I put the key to make it clear that I mean 22.5. Okay, and before anyone asks, when do we use this in real life? Bus timetables are stem and leaf diagrams, so this is actually relevant. So if you want to, so this helps you understand why bus timetables look the way they are. Okay, so remembering, once we learn this, you need to also remember that with stuff like this, you should still be able to read off all the data. So I could then ask you to calculate the mean, median, mode, and range of all of these sets of data, and this allows you to do that quite easily. Okay, so that's stem and leaf diagrams.